Hello everyone and Happy New Year. My name is Lady Knight of Avalon, or Maria, and this year I want to participate in Ethony's 30 Days of Tarot challenge for 2019, and today is the second day, and today's topic is top 5 tarot decks of 2018 that either were released or purchased. And I don't have any decks that were released this year, so I'm only going to show decks that I purchased. And let's get started right away. The first one, I made this box myself because the cards came without a box. I only had the cards and the little white book, and these are the Röhrig tarot cards, and you've probably seen them in other videos already. If not, these are amazing cards, and I am planning on making a video just about these cards. And it came with this little white book that tells me a little bit about the cards, and they were done by Carl W. Röhrig. He is the artist who painted all of these pictures. There's actually a really good documentary about his work because he is a Scientologist, and if you look online you can find this. They did a lot of documentaries about different Scientologists, and there was one about him, and they show his artwork and what he does. They don't talk about the tarot deck in that documentary, but they show his work, and I think his work is just amazing. I mean, the size of these cards is really nice. I don't like that they're really like paper thin, but that's like something that the German deck has, the German version. Other decks that were released in Spanish or English, they have better cardstock, I was told. And yeah, I'm only going to show a few cards here. But I really love this deck. And I also, first I bought this one with that, and then I was trying to get a book with that. And so I bought a kit, realizing that it has the same cards, but it was actually cheaper than buying the cards. And I got the book separately as well. So I am going to leave this completely wrapped the way it is for, I don't know, sometime in the future, if anything should ever happen to this deck. And so it's the same book that I bought separately. I bought them at the same time, not realizing it would be the same thing, but I also have another book, and these cards were actually released in the early 90s. And this book is really amazing. It gives a lot of details about the cards, and yeah, like I said, I'm going to make a separate video about these cards. So that was deck number 1. Another one that I found this year, and I found it on eBay, and I hadn't, I didn't have a chance to work with them yet, but they're called Astro Tarot, and they came with a really nice big guidebook that has like a double page for each card. And they're not typical tarot cards. I mean, they are, I believe, 78 cards, but they're structured a bit different. And for example, yeah, the first 12 cards are all the astrological signs: Aries and Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and so on. And the rest of the cards, let me see if I can turn down, no, there. The rest of the cards show different variations of I'm guessing like combinations of signs and what that means. So I, like I said, I haven't had a chance to get into this. I just got these like 2 weeks ago. But I'm really interested and curious to see if this actually works and if I can read with them. So yeah, they have some pretty interesting images. So I'll get into those maybe around summertime when I have time off from work. And yeah, so these are number 2. And then something that I also bought this year was my Golden Dawn, or Initiatory Golden Dawn Tarot, because my absolute favorite deck that I work with is the Golden Dawn, this one. And yeah, there's nudity in here. Took those out. I have a game from Scarabeo called Arcanum, and the cards that I use to read are actually these cards, except they took out everything with nudity because it's a family game, so all the princesses were replaced, and the aces, I don't know why, they were also replaced. The devil card was replaced, the lovers card was replaced, and some others. And the cards they used to replace them were from the Röhrig tarot. And so I have a mix of these 2 decks in one. And the good thing about that deck, it doesn't have this writing, and so that's why I favor the other version. But I still wanted to get the original deck so that I could, first of all, see the original cards and see if I could read with those as well. But I have to say I actually prefer the other cards, and I can make a side-by-side video later on showing the differences and how I read with the other cards. So yeah, I'm still thinking about purchasing the Röhrig as well, just so that I have both decks in the original complete version and then my mixed deck that I work with. So yeah, this was one that I got this year as well. And then my absolute favorite tarot deck that I work with is the Scarabeo deck. I got it just a while ago, not too long ago, and I have to say I really love these images. They speak to me. Wait. I've never really been able to connect with the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck for some reason. I don't really like the artwork. So working with this deck here is really a lot more fun. Maybe it's because it's more colorful and the art style is more my thing. And there are also some cards that I can read a lot better. Also, I like that there's a different sun card, not the naked baby on the horse. I'm not a big fan of that. Also, I think the devil card is really nice. And the reason why I fell in love with this deck in the first place was the strength card. Wait, left, right, no, here. The lady with the lion. And for example, I also have the Mythic Tarot, where this guy is really struggling with the lion and it looks like he's killing him. And I don't really like that card at all, but I love how tender she is with the lion, and he doesn't attack her, he's just sitting there, and I really love that. So yeah, I really fell in love with this deck, and it's really readable for me. So that's another one. And the last one I got for Christmas, and so I haven't had a chance to work with this deck at all. Not yet. It's the Finestra Tarot. But it's like, compared to the other decks that I have that are really bright and colorful, it's something very different. And I also really like the artwork. It reminds me of, you know, manga and anime, the way that these figures are drawn. And I just really want to work with this one and see if it is readable for me. So far I've only looked at the artwork and nothing else, but I'm curious to see how this one actually works for me. So these are my 5 tarot decks of 2018. I bought a few more, but these are the top decks that I bought, and I'm curious to see what everyone else shows in their videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.